Hello, Music Store TV viewers. Very welcome at the exhibition in Frankfurt 2012. I'm standing here at the booth of Line 6, beneath of Christian, and he will tell us something about a revolution. Right? It's the Line 6 Stagescape m20d. That's a revolution, is it?
That's pretty much it, yeah. So the problem obviously is when you're a musician doing your sound for your band, you usually, you have several challenges, playing the instrument and making the sound for the band, and usually it ends up like pushing all the faders up and hoping for the best kind of thing, mixing out the levels, and that's about it. But that's not necessarily a great live sound that comes out to the audience. So we thought, you can approach this differently and have it more intuitively, more visually. And so we have the first smart mixing desk here, which is the smart thing about it. Actually, it understands what you want to do. So if you have like a microphone that you plug in, you just plug it in, it appears on the stage. So here's a stage, right? And here's a microphone. I just plugged it in. Same. I've got a monitor. I plug that in. Bam. Here's my monitor. I can move it around on the stage. So now I have two things on the stage, and maybe I just I play a little bit of acoustic guitar, and because I'm that way inclined, I've got a bass drum that I kick with my foot at the same time. It's a very unique act I have. Anyway, so behind each of these icons, there's a whole signal chain that's being loaded, that's optimized for this particular instrument. So for the kick, for example, if I go in this tweak mode, I can affect the sound, and it's very intuitive, because usually when you try to communicate to a sound person, it's not punchy enough. They kind of know what you mean and affect the compression and the gates and stuff like that. But for a musician, you go, I want it more punchy. I don't really know. I don't really know. So we've taken this and instead turn it into the language musicians use, and say, if I want it more punchy, I just use this XY pad and go to punch until it sounds right. I don't need to know what's happening in compression, what ratio and what threshold and all whatnot. I want more pump, for a pumping bass drum.
The whole effect chain is going with that adjustment, right?
Yes, it's not just the compressor, it's everything in that chain that is being changed just by doing this, right? If I want to go in deep, I can affect the gates and the compression and the EQs by hand, like, this and that. But the easiest way is to just use your finger and say, I want it more punchy, I want the sub bass to be more pumping, and the tone to be a little darker or whatever. And then that's your mixing done, more or less. So, we go back here, your band is here, and you go into this mode that's called Quick Capture, which allows you to record 20 seconds of the performance that comes in. So you can tell your band to play for 20 seconds, record this, then send them off into the dressing room or to the bar or wherever, and you can mix without the band until it sounds great. So they don't have to go this thump, 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 thump for the bass drum for several minutes. So that's really great, and that's a really easy way to do that. And the next thing is that you can then assign your monitors to the different instruments. So if you have several monitors here, you can choose what instrument goes in what monitor. It's really easy. And in the end, you're in the perform mode, and that's where you assign your levels, the overall levels, the panning, and so forth. Now, the really cool thing is that if you have an iPad, you can control the sound of this mixer from anywhere in the venue, which means if you're going out into the audience, because this, imagine this is on stage because you're doing your own band sound, right? So you're going out into the audience and you have your iPad, and you can say, oh, this is what it sounds like, and you can adjust it where the audience would hear it. While at the same time, if the musicians on stage have an iPad, they control their own monitor mix with it. So the guitar player can go like, yeah, I don't really need that much keyboard. I just want the snare real high and the vocals, and that's my mix. Whereas the drummer goes like, yeah, no, not so much guitar. So they're mixing their own monitors, and they can do this, each band member with an iPad, which is great.
So sound check for the PA, for the audience, and monitor sound check in 5 minutes.
Yeah. So, and the best thing is, once you're done with that, at the end of the performance, you can save that, and next time you play this venue, let's say you play the, this particular club or pub every other night or every other weekend. And then you go back and just hit the, the Red Lion Pub preset, and it comes back up and go like, okay, I'm done.
What's about recording?
Yeah, not only can you quick capture, but this particular record mode enables you to record all the inputs.
All 16 channels?
Yes.
Separately?
Yes, separately, uncompressed audio. Wow. And yeah, either to USB or SD, or you stream it straight to your PC. So in theory, you can take these 16 unaffected tracks if you wanted to and mix them at home. So you've got the performance from the live performance, but you maybe want to use, different plugins or whatever in your mixing desk.
So no racks anymore with hundreds of effects. No stage box because it's in.
Yeah, exactly.
For what kind of price? What price is that?
Before I say the price, just real quick, I want to point out this Line 6 link that we have here, which is our digital networking. So you can connect our stage source speakers with it, and also the monitors. And they all network together, and you can control then all the crossover frequencies, all the good stuff. But to come to the price, this revolution, as you called it so nicely, is going to be available around the end of April, maybe beginning of May. So check the website or the stores, and will be around I think 2,200 euros.
Okay, I can tell you it will be a revolution. And it will be a big help for everybody on stage. So big success for you. Thank you for your ideas. Much more information as usual on musikstore.de.